So today I'm going to show you how I switch out the discs from my Discbound planner. And you guys may remember from a recent video that I recently removed the rings from my A5 Fluoro Pink Original Filofax in order to accommodate my Discbound planner and my notebook. So this is my planning system, and we're going to jump inside today and switch out some discs from the smaller 1/2 inch size to the larger 1 inch size. Hello my charmed ones, and welcome back to my channel for another video. And if this is your first time with me, I would like to say welcome. My name is Alexis, but I'm also known as MissTrenchcoat all across the internet. I'm an online entrepreneur who designs and sells digital productivity tools to help you work smarter, not harder. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'll leave some links down in the description box where you can check out more of my work online. And feel free to download some of my latest free productivity tools over at thecharmedshop.com. Okay, so today, as I said in the intro, I'm going to be swapping out the discs on my arc-bound notebook that acts as my planner that's inside of this Fluoro Pink Original binder that is now no longer a 6-ring binder. It's now the housing for a arc-bound and a notebook, or a disc-bound and a notebook planner. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so as promised, today I'm going to show you guys how to swap out the discs in a disc-bound planner. And this here is just my Fluoro Pink A5 Original Filofax that in a previous video I removed the rings and made it basically a binder for my disc-bound planner. So I'll link that video down below if you guys haven't seen it. So all I want to do right now first is I'm just going to take my disc-bound out of here and just close this, and we'll set it aside, okay? And then I have my new set of discs. So these discs that are already here on the Discbound planner are from Martha Stewart, and I think they are like a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch. But these ones are 1 inch, and they're much bigger, which means I'll be able to get more capacity in there. It says 150 sheet capacity. Obviously, that's going to vary based on the weight of your paper. If you have thicker paper, it might take less sheets. And if you have thinner paper, it might take more. But I'm going to swap these out so I can get a little bit more room. And we're going to see and check if it will fit in here in my binder with my notebook as well, because I want to keep that notebook in there. But I would like more room here in this planner. So the first thing I'm just going to do is I'm going to take off my cover. And I'm just gonna lay this here for now. And I'm just gonna, as I pull things off, I just want to lay them in a pile, okay? Because I'll just keep everything in its order. And I just take like a chunk at a time and just pop them right out of the discs. There's my page marker too. And right now I only have 1/2 of the year in here. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to add to this to make it, to use up the room. Either I'm going to put more months in, or I think I'm just going to add like another notes section or something, just so I have more room to write. I've got a very big project planning section too. Okay, come in here to the end, to the back, and I'll just pop these right off. Okay, so these are the old ones. And here's the new ones. Of course, these discs come in a lot of different colors, but I was excited that Staples was now carrying the 1" in silver. And here's a comparison. Yeah, I think this must be a 1/2 of an inch. If you guys can see the difference between those two. It's much, much bigger. So I'll be able to get much more. So I'm going to see if this actually will fit in here well. Now, the one difference I will say is that the Martha Stewart ones are more, they're more shiny. These ones are a little bit more, and I don't know if we're going to focus here. You can see here, the Martha Stewart ones are much shinier. And not to say that these aren't shiny, but they are a little bit dull in comparison. Here's the sizes. And the Martha Stewart ones actually are marked Martha Stewart. These ones are just plain. Okay. Okay, now to reassemble this binder. What I like to do first is I'll take the front and back covers together and I will put the discs onto the covers together. Now, if you guys remember from that last video, you'll see that there's actually, I sliced off the front cover a little bit up here so that it would fit into the Filofax original. So if you notice that, that's why. But first, I'm just going to go ahead and just pop these in. All you got to do, I like to use the front and back cover to do this first because it's a little bit harder. And I find that like paper, it just is not as stable when you're putting them in. Like when it comes to Discbound notebooks, I find that they get more stable the more they're stuffed. So, popping those right on. Just snap right in. Boom. Okay, and I've got a couple of extra here, which I can put away because they give you 11, which I think is enough for an 8.5 by 11 binder. And this one is the 5.5 by 8.5, which is half letter. So they give you enough so that you could use a bigger one if you wanted to. So, let's just work backwards. Now, something that tends to happen is as you start to fill this, one of the sides will normally get thicker. And I always find that it's actually easier to fill when there's less paper. So now that I've got a good amount in there, I'm just going to go ahead and flip it over and then continue filling. It just makes it easier when you have more room. Okay, so now you can see we are switched out into the 1" rings or discs, I should say, and everything's set back up. And it's funny because it doesn't even really feel like you have that much more room, but the bigger discs will accommodate more. So let's go ahead and see if this will actually fit in here. Let's cross our fingers. And I know it's going to slide in, but I want to make sure that it fits well with the notebook too, because I would like the notebook to stay in this binder. Okay. And it does. We're good. We got the bigger discs in there and voila, it fits fine with this notebook, which is good. So I don't have to compromise. So that's perfect. So that is just a quick little tutorial on how to switch out the discs in an ARC or a Levenger, or you can do this with the Mambi or the Circa. No, Circa is Levenger. There's a couple of different systems that you can use that have discs So that's how I swap out my discs. And you can also see that the 1-inch discs are accommodated in an A5 Filofax if you are someone who has a spare one and would like to remove the rings and make it like a binder for a Discbound. And it also will carry a notebook in there as well, which is awesome. So that is perfect. So I hope this video has been helpful to any of you out there who are interested in either making their own disc-bound notebook / planner or have been curious as to how you actually swap those discs out. I realize that, it is pretty simple, but it can be a little bit overwhelming if you're afraid that you're going to like break pages, but don't worry about it. It's a super simple process. As you could see, it didn't take me very long at all. And yes, I'm so excited that the 1-inch discs actually fit beautifully inside of the Fluoro Pink Original A5. So I'm going to be able to add sections to this. If I do, of course, I will show you guys a new setup. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this with the extra pages and maybe just add either some more months in, because it only has 6 months of the year and now we're almost in May at this point. So I need to add the other half of the year in, or I'm just going to add some additional scrap notebook paper into it. So that's what I'll do, but I'll show you guys an update if anything changes. Now, one thing I did want to remind all of you about before I go is that my Planner Piece Masterclass is available publicly on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to leave that link down below. This masterclass is a wonderful free resource that does include a workbook with some worksheets. So if you are interested in checking out that class, I will leave a link down below where you guys can sign up for it. And if you do want to access the workbook and the worksheets, I'll leave you a link where you guys can grab that. But it is a very helpful resource. I'm so excited. Many of you guys have already gone through the masterclass. I've had such great feedback, so I'm so glad that that was such a helpful class. I know that I had so many people on the live viewing, and then even more of you have been watching the class on replay. So it answers a lot of the most fundamental questions, I would say, about getting started with planning. And even if you're someone who's not just getting started, maybe you're someone who's a veteran planner, I think it really clarifies planning and the reason we plan and how we should be going about setting up our planners so that we're actually achieving our goals. And I know for so many of us, our planners are a wonderful creative outlet, and in the planner community, it's a wonderful hobby to have a planner and play with it and all the wonderful, beautiful accessories and things we've got for it. But at the end of the day, if you're someone who's displeased with the amount of work they're getting done or the amount of productivity that they're finding in their life, I think that the Planner Piece Masterclass is really going to go a long way to really setting you up fundamentally for planning successfully in the future and to help you understand what it takes to put together a planning system that will bring you planner peace. So again, I'm so excited that many of you guys have already gone through that class and have enjoyed it. And if you have not yet seen it, I will have it linked down below so you guys can check it out. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and feel free to leave me any questions down in the comments below. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me, and until next time, bye-bye!